Alrighty, welcome back again. We're going to be doing a house in this tutorial. Well, not doing one, but we're going to figure out how to make one. The first thing you want to do on any time you're laying down a map or any part of a map, always do the floor terrain first. If you follow me through with this quick guide on how to make a house, it really explains on how to make anything in the correct order that you're supposed to be doing it. You always want to stop from bottom to top. That's pretty basic stuff. Really easy to remember. Bottom, top, bottom, top. If you do top to bottom, you're going to be able to you're going to be blocking your own vision. You're not going to be able to see what you're doing, and you're going to make errors. You're going to make mistakes. To fill in an area with floor tiles, you're just going to select it with the left trigger or your left click, and then you're going to right click to fill it in. So like I said, start with the floor, and then moving on. Over here, we've got the next stage of putting down a building. If you're going to be using the basic infantry doors that you see all the time, they're under spaceship. And the floor borders need to put down first because it really helps with anytime a player gets behind them and the wall goes transparent, instead of it just being plain floor there's actually a little bit of a border there. And anytime two different floor tiles meet, it really helps to make that transition into the new floor tile, and it just really improves the overall look of a door. And as far as the draw order, you can click on them, or anytime they drop, this little box over here will pop up, and then you get the draw order there. All the floor borders need to be static first, which will be like just above the floor level, but still under the player. So I mean, it's really a floor tile basically, but it's above your traditional floor tiles that you get on F. Anything static first is still pretty much considered floor. And since they are door borders, they do want to be under pretty much everything. So static first on the floor borders. Got it? Good. Okay. Next step, after you get the floor borders put in, instead of putting up walls directly after that, you're going to want to go ahead and put in the next floor terrain type there, or floor image, whatever. You can go back over to the F tab and you can select your floor, and since the walls aren't up yet and blocking your vision, you can see all the way around to the borders, and make sure that you get everything flush with the borders so you don't have any missing floor tiles or tiles sticking out too far, or the outside tiles coming inside. So like I said, once again, bottom to top, this is really going to help you out, I promise. So after you get the interior floor tiles done, you can go ahead and start putting on the walls. Finally, yay! You can get the walls again on the spaceship tab. You got your floor borders over here on the left. About 3/4 of the way through, you'll get the actual wall tiles. While you're putting those down, you just want to put them directly down onto the floor borders. See, that's nice. Without the floor borders, this is what you come up with. Looks like crap. So floor borders, promise you want to use them. Whenever you put a wall down, once again, this annoying ass little box over here will pop up, and it's going to block your vision a lot of the time, but you can actually hide it if you want it. But for the most part, you want it to go ahead and pop up just to double check everything. The draw order for your doors, you want dynamic sorted. This is so if a player or vehicle or anything is under the halfway mark of the graphic, that'll be shown as under it, and if they're over the halfway mark of the graphic, they'll actually be shown as behind it. And speaking of being behind, down here you got smart translucency. Any horizontal walls or anything that you want a player to see through, if they're behind it, you want a smart translucency. If you don't do that, whenever they get behind the wall won't go invisible or translucent whenever they're there, and they won't be able to see themselves at all. So unless you're going for that kind of effect. But for the most part, any horizontal walls, including these little corner ones, and the one that would be right here, you would still want a smart translucency. So, I'm going to go ahead and cheat, and ta-da, I finished my walls. Man, I'm quick. Can't believe you're not done with yours yet. Once you finish up your walls, you can go up to like furniture. There's a whole bunch of other stuff too, but furniture is pretty much all just basic stuff. So you got your toilet, you got your sink, both very necessary things in my opinion. So you can go ahead and drag those in, and once again, you can see here, smart translucency. It's a horizontal piece. Smart translucency, horizontal piece. Once again, I'm stressing this. It's pretty important. But like I said, and if you're not going for the translucent walls and you want people to be able to put mines there and hide them there, that's how you would go ahead and remove that so the walls wouldn't go invisible. But for the most part, you want it to be like that. And there's your basically final version of your house. And mine's probably a little bit smaller than the one you're working on, so I got a little bit easier. But before you call it done, you're gonna need physics. Yay, physics! Everybody loves doing physics. Not really. They're kind of hard to get a hang of, and they're really annoying to do. There's two different ways to do physics. I'll show you the easy way, the way that I don't recommend. You can click. Well, here I did a little quick. You can go to S on the S tab. You can click on an object, and over here on that little pop-up box, you can click Set Objects Default Flags. And now you get this little editor. You can put your little red physics in for where you want them, and then you can click Done, and then you can click the P tab for physics, and now you get this little A up here, and you can click that, and it'll say, do you want to set the default flags for the map? Do you want to continue? If you hit yes, then all the default flags that you just set up will come up whenever you hit that yes. But really, you don't want to use that, and I'll tell you why. If you do use that, anytime it's just the default flags. I mean, it doesn't have any mind of its own. It can't tell it whenever it's turning, or it can't tell whenever it should just be just a little bit different. So I like to start from scratch. I like to lay down my own physics tiles, and I'm actually pretty stingy whenever it does come to physics, because I really, it's a very big part of the game. If your physics are off, the entire map is just going to suck. So you're going to want to spend a lot of time on physics, and everybody I've talked to so far absolutely hates doing physics, and I understand why. But like I said, without physics, you're just going to be able to run and shoot through everything. So you're going to want to spend a lot of time on it, make sure that you get everything done right. And on the same importance level as vision, another one of everybody's least favorites, and probably the least favorite of all. As far as the walls, you're going to want to use the 1. This means that you're going to be within. Here you can see there's a square tile, and here's a 3 square tiles. So if you're in 1, you have to be within 1 square tile to be able to see that person, and if you're within 7, you're going to have to be up to 7 floor tiles away to be able to see them, and so on. But 1, you pretty much just can't see through for the most part unless you're standing on it. So all your walls you're going to want to be set to 1, and once again, it's a real big pain in the ass to get these. And for the most part, you're never going to want to do just a single line of physics or vision. I mean, if you do, it's going to be able to enable a little bit of vision bugging. A player can like stand really close to the wall and actually be able to see through it. So you're going to want to do at least 2 rows of vision tiles, and that'll prevent them being able to see through it. If you look in game and type show vision, you can get a good idea of how they use their vision and get good examples of that. And that's your house in a nutshell there. Like I said, I know the one that you're working on is quite a bit bigger and probably a little bit more complex, but hopefully this is just kind of a quick reference guide that you can refer back to. And good luck with what you're doing there.